I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. I don't have, I'm just a tuber right now. Because my phone is still, it's still doing its thing. Illuminati. So, how's it going? I should have face tracking in hopefully a second or two. I've been going through my depression arc. You know how that goes. But, figured what's the best way to get out of that slump is to stream. Just had to convince myself. And the best way to do that is with trails, because I love trails. The snow is gone. The grass is turning green. And I'm living. I've also turned on YouTube chat for people who are subscribed for 10 days. Because why not? I can moderate it right here. I think. A few hot spring baths with friends can cure depression. Well, I don't think they have hot springs baths in Roer. But maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Couple sad things first. Or good things? Oodles is going to his appointment tomorrow to check what the lump is on his foot. And I have a motivation to stream and try to grow my channel a little bit. Basically, my grandmother, she was in the hospital for a few days earlier this week and last week. And they have diagnosed her with congestive heart failure. And so they have prescribed her. They have listen, this is very America. Extremely America. They have prescribed her with something called Jardians. I think that's the brand name. There's different names for it, like the actual medicine name, not the brand name, but Jardians. A 30-day supply is $700. Are you kidding me? That's insane. It's medication that's supposed to keep your heart healthy. It's crazy. So I'm gonna stream a lot. I might even stream every day of the week. See how big I can get. Maybe I'll grow smaller. Too much streaming. Frost overload. Before any of that happens. Thanks for giving a sub, Popper. I appreciate it. No pity subs. I don't tell that story for pity. Tell it for my reason. My reason. One of the reasons that I'm motivated again. For Box Bros. Thanks for the one. Whenever I plug in my PS5 controller, recently Steam has been telling me there's a firmware update available for that. And when I click update, it takes me to the PlayStation website, which they have their own PC app now. But like, I don't need it. I've been using this controller without it. So I'm just not getting it until it, I don't know, my controller stops working. I don't want another app running on the background taking up resources. Today is CS2. I do want to show you something. Another game I can wishlist? Hit me with it. I haven't bought any games recently. Locomoto. Life sim, but on a train. Isn't there another game called Last Train Home? But it's just like a... Last Train Home. It's not a life sim. It's an RTS. It's all centered around getting a train through a place. Let me look up Locomoto. It sounds fun. Life sim. Oh my god. You are a cute little animal person. Looks very Nintendo. If Nintendo were to... I mean, the speech bubbles are just... They're Animal Crossing. Okay, yeah, I'm adding it to my wish list. That's a game I would play a lot of. Can I be a fox? Or can I only be boring herbivores? Be fox-like? I see. I can be a dog and then try to look like a fox. Or a cat and try to look like a fox. I'm gonna open up Blender. And I'll show you what I can. I don't think I can zoom in on the butt or anything, because this is Twitch. And Barbie dolls are not okay. But I can show you the work I've done on the torso so far. Oh wait, no, I don't think I can do that either. Because there's hips and stomach. Okay, never mind. I can't, I bet you guys. I can't show you what I've worked on. So instead, let's open up Obsidian. Last time we did Roer. We fought Vulcan. He supposedly blew up and died, though we don't see his body. So you never know, but I think he died. Just like the other... The name of their organization before they joined the Noble Alliance. They were the Reformist faction. Right? No. Yes. They had a different name. Oh well. Anyways, we offed Vulcan in a mech combat. He was some super mech. Mechs are just getting bigger and bigger. Imperial Liberation Front. There we go. Imperial Liberation Front. Of course. But we ended up going into the fight, and it was the only thing important really was the mech fight. That's what this is turning into. I don't know what I think about it yet. But like, everything we do is get to the top and then rein mechs. And the mech fights are no different from any other mech fight. They're all the same so far. It's just which part of the body is critable. I think. I think they need to expand on the mech fights a little more to make them more interesting. Maybe. Needs a screen time? They did spend probably a lot of their, a lot of their budget making that mech. Thanks for 30 months, huge trusty. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We also looked at some posters last time. The trend is they've taken real posters, heavily pixelated them, lowered their resolution, and stuck them in trails. However, I believe all of the posters, the majority of them, are really old. Like, really, really old posters. They looked up, they Googled 1940s, 1950s, 1960s posters. The Kellogg's one especially? Yeah. Really old posters. But here's an example. It's the Houston, Texas Space City one. There are other Houston, Texas Space City posters similar to this. We found the exact one, and the exact one of some others. Are they in the Discord? And of course, this is a good meme. I don't know why Falcom does this. They nerfed Delay from the first game because they realized just how powerful it was. Yet, they left it in enough and strong enough that if they just don't make the enemy resistant to it, they can still be delayed until the world freezes over. Or burns up. Bye, Oodles. Yeah. So that fight was a joke? And now we have Bond events. And I forgot to back up my saves. That's okay. I probably will only be saving once today anyways. Considering it's only Bond events. I can just save over one save repeatedly. Have to make sure I am hitting the correct buttons. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'll get the timer going. Which, of course, has the circle button as confirm. And the X button as cancel or back. Hi, Jen! 29 months! Thank you so much! I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been well. I'm getting my timer going. Yes, Reen. I understand, buddy. Tiredish, but well. That's good. Kuluyaku! Is Kuluyaku the... I don't remember which one that one is. Is that the flash your face one? Bird with the egg stone. Oh! He picks up the egg and then he jumps around and smacks you with it. Of course. There's one thing Rise did is they made the monsters feel very small. because you're flying around everywhere. That's one thing that Rise did. And with it, they gave you a further... They let you zoom out further, which I liked a bunch. I do wish I could zoom out further in Wilds. But this is Trails. And I have NPCs to talk to. I'm gonna go speak with Irina. Yes. Also been thinking about the notes that I take. I take in-depth notes for the things happening as they happen. But that's very... At least with the system I have, it's difficult to keep track of like the bigger details and all of the minutia. So I was thinking, after like an arc, or after a solid chunk of notes, I go through and I summarize it in another document. For example, Reed and group are at A, did A, accomplished A, people there of importance were A, B, C, D. Yeah, something like that. I need to work on my notes a little bit. Who's in here? I did it! It's the first time that Generations Ultimate has cursed me today. I hit X to go back, and instead I teleported because fast travel. Don't worry. We'll get used to the controls. There are 2 people in here, and they want bond events with me. Elisa. Oh, Sharon. And Alphine. Hello, Elisa. Who else? Mother. This is... Did we already talk about how this is a serial killer's room? I think we did. That still holds true. Something wrong with Irina. Well, yeah. That's a kid. Yeah, you don't need to look at the bed to realize there's something up with Irina. See, this is normal. This is how a bed should be. Like, you know, this is a comfortable place to have a bed. That's how my bed is against a wall. If you want, you can just have the head of the bed against the wall. That's how mine was when I was growing up. Yeah, at least put the back, put it against the back well. Yeah, the back wall. Of course. At least have one side touching. In fact, I think it's cool to have... This is fine. It's cool to have only the head of the bed against the wall, because then you have the option of getting up on the wrong side of the bed still. But you're still connected to a wall. Put the foot of the bed against the wall? That's so weird, but you do it. That window facing east? This window? Sure is. Why? As soon as the sun rises, you're awake instantly? Who is that? Whose room is that? Is this Elisa's room? Oh. Do you think she chose that? Because this is Sharon's room. Do you think she chose that room? If that is her room. Or did her mother put her in there to make sure she's awake on time? This used to be Gwyn's room, but he's dead. This was once Elisa's father's study. It isn't used anymore. He's alive. Do you think she chose to live in an office building? No. Other places, there's gonna be curtains? No, Elisa. You must learn to wake with the birds. Because as we know, the early bird gets a jump on the stock markets. It builds character. Yeah. Wait, does the sun rise in the east in this world? Have we established what's... Has anyone in the Trails universe established where the sun rises from? No? I'd like to know. I mean, I assume because most things in this world, a lot of these things parallel the real world. Maybe they don't have time zones. Or wait, no way. They probably don't talk about time zones. However, when we end up going to the east, into Culvard, I imagine that one time, they show the time of day as noon, and the sun is high in the sky. And back over in Liberal, or Crossbell or wherever, hey noon, sun is high in the sky. So time zones must exist. Hello, Sharon. Up there! Get up there!
You deserve nothing but the highest praise for the way you fought yesterday, Master Reen. Were it not for your assistance, I doubt I would have been able to rescue the chairman, much less liberate Roer. You have my most heartfelt thanks.
You say that like we would have been able to do either of those things without you. This was a team effort, through and through. Besides, I'm the last person who deserves any praise. If I'd just been a little stronger, he would still be alive. Who is it? Hi, Oodles. The moment I start speaking in Sharon's voice, you come to say hi? You like Sharon's voice? Should I speak like that to you, Oodles? Okay. It's high noon somewhere in Zemuria. True.
As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I have no right to attempt to comfort you.
Yeah, Oodles left my room. The moment I start doing her voice, he comes in again. Oodles knows what he likes.
Not after having done the things I have.
Uh-oh. Guys, Sharon has regrets. She's not a Heartless or a Boros member. She feels things. Oodles, figure out what you're doing.
Sharon? Some might see your willingness to mourn the dead of an enemy as a weakness, and understandably so. But I see it as just the opposite. I see it as a strength that you and your classmates possess. So I won't insult you by telling you it's wrong to feel the way you do. I'm positive that you'll find a way to come to terms with those feelings on your own, though I'm here for you if you need me.
Thank you, Sharon. Supersonic Handball is an interesting name. But watching Super Sentai recently, there's a side character the series you're watching that reminds you of Sharon. That's awesome. Sharon is a good person to be reminded of.
Right.
Oodles was sniffing my finger. That's why I was quiet.
If there's anything I can do to help you, by all means ask. While I won't be able to join you aboard the Courageous, I will help however I can until you depart.
No! She can't join me. She can't join me! Disaster has struck this day. It's time to cry. Alphine! Can I cry on your shoulder? What's wrong, Whittles? Whittles is staring at me.
Hi, Oodles.
Oodles, why are you staring at me? You're scaring me, dude.
Last night I received an invitation to stay here. There's still some time until we have to leave, so I think I'll spend some quality time curled up with these books instead. Sharon's coffee can't be beaten either. In fact, pulling myself away from here may prove to be a real struggle.
Mama, make pretty voice again. I think that's what he's looking at me for. He didn't come in here till I made the Sharon voice. He left, and the moment I started doing the Sharon voice again, he pushed in. And he's stayed ever since. Maybe he thinks there's people in this room that he can't see. He's losing his mind. I'm doing different voices. Huh? Oodles. Maybe I should join her for a while? She seems like she could use some company. Mind if I stick around a little longer? Schizo Oodles, poor baby.
Not at all. We don't get many chances to spend time together like this, so let's make the most of it.
Gotta stop clearing my throat. It's part of the reason that my voice hurts by the end of the stream. Reen could never say no to some of Sharon's coffee, and in fact asked her to make another pot for them. That's a lot of caffeine! What's up, Oodles? Come here. Want to sniff my finger again? Yeah. I love you, baby. I do. I love you. Tonight I'm gonna have to give you some meds. And tomorrow morning, too. So Oodles absolutely tries to tear apart the nurses and the veterinarian. So I asked if they had something that could calm him down, and they do. It's supposed to make him... It's supposed to be for travel. But it should keep him calm at the vet, too. But it's in a tube, and I have to... Or a syringe, and I have to squirt it into his mouth tonight and tomorrow morning. And hopefully he lets me. And he should be relaxed for the car ride, and so he doesn't tear apart the people trying to help him. His little lump on his back leg. With that, he and Princess Alphine spent some time perusing the countless books gathered in the library. This coffee really has a nice aroma to it.
Doesn't it? Sitting back and enjoying a cup of Sharon's coffee and engrossed in a book, I think I found the very definition of bliss.
Well, I can see where you're coming from. Never ceases to amaze me how many books there are in here, or even the variety of topics and genres represented. I guess Gwen has always had a pretty broad range of interests, though, so it makes sense that his library would be as diverse.
Indeed, but that only makes it more difficult to decide which volume to read next. Although I must admit, I was a little disappointed to find one particular genre unrepresented here.
Romance? Oh? Which one? Or is it BL? Maybe it's Yuri!
The titillating tales loved by fair ladies all across the Empire. Stories about the lives and loves of handsome gentlemen. Books that warm the hearts of all who thrill to their prose.
It's yaoi. Oh, those books! I remember you saying those were pretty popular at Saint Estrella too, right? The Courageous was lacking in that genre too, until Dorothy came and seeded it with some volumes from her own collection. So, does Elise, have any interest in those kinds of books?
It's so much more magical to just leave the truth of things to your imagination.
Impregnated? No. The Courageous is not pregnant with yaoi, okay? I don't need to see courageous inflation. I don't want this.
We're talking about a realm created by and for pure-hearted maidens, after all. That's not a place where gentlemen should tread lightly.
Fair enough. I'm curious, but not that curious. Try to at least regulate your corrupting influence, though. That'd be great. Yeah, there are a lot of Fujoshis in high society, it seems. Those with the luxury to enjoy some BL.
If that's truly what you wish, I suppose I ought to respect your wishes. But teasing her is my most cherished pastime, so I'd really prefer to keep at it.
I wonder if she realizes her struggles are mainly just for entertainment. Still, teasing or not, I'm glad Elise has at least one close friend she can depend on.
Oh, and speaking of entertaining pastimes, I actually learned a delightful little card game called Blade and Sharon. Blade from Sharon yesterday. Blade and Sharon. Blade and Sorcery. Perhaps we could play a few rounds together.
Except when it causes the unwashed part. Oh my god. That sounds fun. I accept your challenge. You're going down, Alphine! I'm a blade master! Reen got the cards and began what seemed like it would be a few quick, friendly games of Blade. As they played, things unexpectedly ended up getting fairly heated, with each of them determined to come out on top while holding nothing back. In the end, the time they spent playing together was as enjoyable as the time they had spent reading. What state of the game are they in? The beginning of the game, but why are all the cards flipped over? Do you ever take them into your hand to look at them all? How is the game physically played? So I've only seen the game interface. I'm asking questions that shouldn't be asked. Sharon was the Blade champion. She's surprisingly good at it.
This really is quite an amusing little game. It's nice that even an inexperienced player like me doesn't start at too great of a disadvantage.
Yeah, the updated version has a lot more strategy to it, though. Yes. I forgot what they added. But you know, I have a lot of fond memories of this version of the game. I almost... Oh, they're playing the old version. I almost can't help but like it. In fact, Crow was the one who gave me my very first deck of Blade cards.
Oh, really? It was sad to see the two of you fighting each other, especially after all you've been through together.
Oh, that's right, the one that doubles your cards. It's really as simple as that. Double your cards after, you know, the last, as late as you can.
What is it that forced the two of you to fight like this?
I'm sorry? Alfine! What do you mean? He's a terrorist! What do you mean? Well... Ultimately, I think it's a battle of wills, and both of us are too stubborn to just give up and walk away.
What do you mean?
Reen told Princess Alfine about everything that happened between him and Crow. As he went on dredging up those memories from what seemed like a lifetime ago, he went through a whole spectrum of emotions, including the ones where he was confused about optimal bounce vectors. 50 Mira. Yet through it all, she had quietly and considerately listened until he finished telling her all that there was to tell. You could think of it as a high-stakes game of Blade. Crow on one side and me on the other. Neither of us are willing to compromise on the things that make us who we are. Our beliefs, our pasts, our friends. And without compromise, all that's left to us is to meet each other head on and see who comes out on top. I just hope that while we're doing that, we'll discover where life will lead us and what to do with ourselves after this is over.
I see. Boys will be boys, I suppose.
She's not hoping that yaoi happens.
But hearing you describe it, I almost envy Crow's position.
Huh? Why is that?
I just meant Elise would probably think that if she were here now, envying Crow. I mean, after all, it's almost like fate is pushing you and Crow together. It fills my imagination with thoughts.
Cue the picture of I Show Speed and Ronaldo, except it's Rain and Crow. Which one's pregnant, guys? Who's pregnant, Rain or Crow? Rain? Yeah. Rain 100%? Alright, everyone's on board with Rain. Just a word to the wise. Guys aren't too hot about being paired up with their male friends. They don't lean that way.
Well, like it or not, I consider myself someone fully invested in this little battle of wills now. So I intend to stay with you and see how it all pans out.
You're more than welcome to come along for the ride, Your Highness, wherever it may take us. Okay. Alfine! She loves books. She loves that Gwyn loved books. But there is a genre missing. that she would have loved to see in the collection. Good ol' BL. Hi, Unos. They also play the old version of Blade. Hi, Unos. Hi, baby. I'm not doing the voice right now. Sharon's gone forever. Ancient BL collection. The alchemists. The alchemists had a veritable collection of BL. We all know this. That's why they burned those books. They wanted no one. They stole and destroyed those books in the Stargazer Tower. They didn't want anyone to know about their BL obsession. That's what was truly being hidden from us. I also play the old version of Blade. Fiend, he got his first Blade deck from Crow, which leads into him explaining his entire situation with Crow to Alfie. Do you think Maribel was the BL fan or a GL fan? She's a GL fan. Dieter must have been the Fujoshi. He had to be. Right? He had no wife, but he definitely had secret gay lovers. Dieter shipped Lloyd and Randy and Maribel and Ellie. Yeah, I can see it. Maribel made it really easy to ship the two of them because she was, you know, into it. Next. Hey! Let's go. She is still a playable character. Oh, that door. She's still a playable character. We saw it. We saw it. We upgraded our stuff with her. Ooh, shiny. I'll be sure to watch over that fateful clash between you and Crow when the time comes. Especially since it's sure to lead to some juicy developments for us ladies. They're gonna hug, I imagine. I am scared though. I see Crow dying in Reen's arms. That's what I see in my head. Is that not romantic? It's extremely romantic. That is juicy. And he sits there holding, and the rain falls, and he looks up. The rain masking his tears, and he cries Crow's name. Cars Monthly. I think this is some sort of automotive magazine published abroad. Crossbell. Nah, Culver has a big car thing, too. Crossbell does not. There's just one girl in Crossbell that really, really likes cars. Huh? Well, they've got a whole section here just dedicated to car paint colors. This one could actually be kind of cool. Dark coloring. Is it edgy? I can't check it until I'm back. And if I go back, it's over. Which means I can't go back. Claire colored. Dark. Is she dark? Is Wally shit for attacking a great man like Osborne? In fact, dying might be too kind for him. He should be made to watch American sitcoms. Holy cow. I learned recently that that soap operas were always filmed on different film at different frame rates from normal TV shows. Instead of 24, they were filmed at 30. And now I know why they always looked so weird compared to everything else. They were so smooth. Those 6 extra frames, it made it look so weird. No, TV brought up TV, and that popped in my head. What are you up to, Elisa? I'm just checking out the rooms to make sure everything's in order. Sharon supposedly put everything back in order now that Director Rogner's gone. But still, it can't hurt to double check, right? I'd hate it if he ran off with something valuable on his way out. I think 60 FPS is good for gameplay. They don't do gameplay. They do sports ball play. But if you watch live games on TV, are they still at 24? Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who develops sticky fingers. Do you want a hand or anything? No idea? I'm fine, thanks. I've got a pretty good idea where everything was. And my voice is... Gosh darn it. No matter how much water I drink, how much I clear my throat. Clear my throat is the problem, though. How was Longs? Longs are great. Today, at least. No raw and blood taste. I've got a pretty good idea where everything was, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. My mother's more than busy enough now, so I might as well just get it done. I feel like I should help her out anyway. Help her! Are you sure about doing this on your own? I mean, 2 people would be able to get the job done twice as fast, right? What are you planning, Schwarzer? Schwarzer! Uses the last name on him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's suspicious of you, Reen. Reen Schwarzer! Look up into the sky and yell Reen Schwarzer. Nothing at all, I swear. Just kidding. Of course I'll take you up on that. The 2 of them made their way around the Rhineford household, scouring each and every room for any signs of malfeasance or missing property. Fortunately, thanks to Sharon organizing everything the night before, it didn't take them too long. So what did Sharon steal? Rogner's hidden Risha photo album that we could have seen. Sharon, give it back. Before they knew it, they only had one room remaining, the chairman's room. Uh-oh. Well,
Well, I'm glad to see that at least the rooms aren't a complete mess like they were yesterday. Sharon's done a great job cleaning everything up. And it doesn't look like there's anything missing either.
Well, that's good news.
As much as I feel bad criticizing Angelica's uncle, Heidel Ragnar must be an absolute slob. You'd think as a noble he'd at least pay a little more mind to cleanliness. Feel sorry for his housekeeping staff.
That's just the thing. He leaves everything to his housekeeping staff. He pays them to pick up, I don't know, when he's done with his plate of food, he dumps the remaining food on the floor, points at it and say, "Clean it up. Clean it up." Or however his voice was. It's probably more than being a noble. He thought he could get away with never having to clean anything. Imprisoning your mother seemed to have inflated his ego.
You're probably right. Suddenly having power over someone he was never able to stand against must have been a real treat. Either way, we're almost finished up here, so...
Uh-oh. It's the Risha album. What is it?
Oh, I just noticed something sticking out slightly from between two of these books. Huh? This is...
Oh. It's a photograph of you as a little girl. Elisa, double check that everything is in its proper place. Floor. Looks like a nerd. He was. And that looks like your mother, which would mean...
Yeah, that's my father.
She keeps that picture close, Elisa, huh?
Why is it hidden away on her desk, though?
Maybe she pulled it out to look at every now and then while she was working, but didn't want anyone to know. Honestly, I'm surprised too, but here it is. I don't think there's any doubt that it's important to her.
I guess you're right.
Aww. Elisa put the photograph back where she'd found it, and the two of them finished checking the rest of the rooms. Once the work was done, they treated themselves to a well-deserved rest. Whew. That sure took a while, huh? I can only imagine how much of a task that would have been if you had to do it all by yourself.
Truth be told, I probably would have given up part way in and just left the rest to Sharon. Thank you so much, Reen.
For what? Helping out?
Well, sure, but Hall finding that photo earlier might have just been a coincidence. I doubt I would have looked around in Mother's room if you hadn't been here. If I hadn't, I never would have discovered that or realized that maybe, somewhere deep down, she really does care.
I think you would have. Even if not today, you'd realize it eventually. She's your mother, after all. The two of you will always have that connection as family, like it or not. I think the day will come when you two understand how much you care for each other with or without a photo to show.
I'd like to think so, at least. Talking with you like this reminds me of when we had our field study here. We had a little heart-to-heart about Mother back then, didn't we? In the same room.
It was this room, actually.
There's a lot I'm really thankful to you for, though. I wouldn't have been able to free Mother or this city on my own. And this is hardly the first time you've supported me or helped me accomplish something when I needed it most. So, for all the times I was too stubborn to say it, Thank you, Reen. I hope I'll get the chance to repay you for this someday. For everything.
Repay me?
Well, anyway, thanks for all your help today. I'm gonna be going now. See you later.
Oh, right. Soon. I'm not sure what that was all about, but I guess I'd better get ready to head out too. Does payment count as in this context? The same payment that Sarah still hasn't given. Give me that kiss, Sarah. Give me that kiss. Level 5. And it goes further beyond. Rush 2. She still hasn't covered drinks yet. Yeah! I think she said when we're older. Oh. 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 Ah. Ah. Elisa updated. Yeah! And Alphine updated. That's what's important here. It's not the fact that it's not the conversation about Blade and Crow. It's the it's the BL stuff. Captain Claire, yeah, she's here. Speaking of that, and what was written there, we haven't seen or heard mention of Altina in a while. We're due. We're due an Altina lore drop. Where did Elisa go? Elisa? Where are you? Over here. Okay, you're in your room.
I can't believe I let the perfect opportunity slip through my fingers. I'm such a coward.
Oh, wow, she's considering it. Did you say something?
No, just thinking out loud. I still have stuff I need to organize, so mind leaving me alone for a bit.
Sure, no problem.
Oh. By the way, thanks. I'll be back aboard the Courageous as soon as I'm done, so you can head back without me.
Later, nerd. I also didn't speak with Alphine after her stuff.
I'll be sure to watch over that fateful clash between you and Crow when the time comes. Especially since it's sure to lead to some juicy developments for us ladies.
Never mind. I did get that. I remember now. Forward! We have normal NPCs to speak with. Alright, I gotta finish this. I gotta take my notes. Elisa finds... on his desk. A while without anyone knowing. Maybe. Karina does care. More than she lets on. Ba-dee bee boo. Boo ba. Ba-da ba ba-dee now ma-dee now. So, how's that airship deal going? Houston, Texas! Does it still have the same text? And the Lusitania. An alarm started sounding right when I was about to close a huge deal yesterday. Really scared the life out of me. This guy's never closed his deal. How long have you been working on this, my guy? But looking around at how fired up the staff is today, I've got a feeling today is gonna go really well. Hold on, you're one of the heroes who freed the city. What an honor to be able to meet you like this. Oh wow, this will be quite the story at my next business meeting. We're heroes! Would Falcom just randomly add an inch to it? Maybe. I really didn't do much. Honestly, your praise is probably better saved for Angelica. Not at all. There's no way Roer would have been freed if not for the courageous. I like that sentence because it's not only directly referencing the ship, the Courageous, and all the people on it, but also lowercase that C, and it's just talking about, in general, the courageous people who actually stand up and do something. I like it. So, on behalf of everyone here in Roer, allow me to thank you for your incredible work. Well, thank you for the thanks, I guess. Reen, come on. You can accept a compliment. It's so good to finally be back to business again. Time to buckle down and get some work done. How humiliating. We were forced to follow the acting chairman's orders to the letter. As awful as that was, things got even worse when we ended up letting those archaisms run rampant in the building. We're in the middle of a complete revamp of our security protocols to make sure that this can never happen again. I'm so ashamed that we let the terrorist archaisms run loose in here. We all feel responsible for what happened. We're reworking our security so that it won't happen again. You better. Just imagine. I bet Tita could fit in there. Just what if this was a real working tank? It's just really small. I'd love to see it. What do you have to sell? Sure. That was expensive. I don't know who I'm going to put it on. It seems to raise stats all around pretty nice, but I don't know what everyone has on in terms of utility over stats. It's perfect for the tank, bro! It is! Guys, what if Tank Bro was Chimkin instead of a penguin? I think a penguin was always cute. Like, the reference to the penguin and Olaf. But Chimkin has to be around still. In some way. Imagine Kia in the penguin suit riding that. Okay, that is cute. Master Reen Schwarzer of Thor's Military Academy, I presume. Lady Lisa is on the 24th floor at the moment. Don't worry, I already invited myself in. She's with Her Highness Princess Alphine at the moment. Will you be going to see them? That was the plan. Thanks for letting me know. The chairman is currently in a director's meeting. I am as thrilled to have her back at work as any other employee here, but still, I can't say that I'm not a little worried about her. Since she started work yesterday, she barely seems to have gotten any rest. Oh. If Sharon were to stay by her side, I wouldn't be quite so concerned, but I've heard that she'll be departing for Western Erebonia shortly. I see, so that's why she can't come with us. She's going back over to the west to continue with her stuff. Stay with the penguin? Yeah, the reference, the multi-layered reference down to a club penguin on a tank is just too good to pass up. I hope the chairman at least tries to be mindful of her health. She won't be. She'll just keep drinking more and more coffee. Oh, sir, the Orbital computer production line is completely unusable. They've made such crazy modifications to it that I can't make heads or tails of the dang thing. Oh, all right, I'll take care of this. You get to work on restoring the design data. Well, of course, sir. Does anyone in Trails keep their health in mind? Someone who keeps their health in mind. Mirabelle! She probably does. Lila for Mirabelle. Yeah, Lila does take care of Mirabelle. Now that we finally got our home back, it's time to get everything back to the way it was. Yeah, I'll get that data restored. You can count on it. What's this? Mint's safe after all? Yes. Whew, after not hearing a peep from her after 2 months, I was really starting to fear the worst. I mean, she could come down. The courageous is in port, Johan. Could go see her. Guess that military academy really toughened her up. I'm so proud. Oh, what fantastic news. Great to hear that she's doing well. Thanks, all of you. If Mint could hang in there these last 2 months, I can make the most of my situation, too. Let's start with putting this department back together. Indeed. I won't help with that. Clown car. Talk to the clown car. Welcome to Rhineford Corporate Headquarters. Allow me to take this opportunity to personally thank you for liberating Roer. No thanks necessary. Honestly, that wasn't even our goal. We were just trying to save the chairman for Elisa's sake. Yeah, we're selfish. We are glad we could do that, though. As are we. The chairman is hard at work rebuilding the group and trying to get it back to peak capacity as we speak. Once Rhineford returns to normal, Roer should follow. We could not be more grateful for all you've done. Our department's back to work, too. I'm so happy. I could hug you. I'll try to restrain myself, however. Shh, careful. There are people in this building that would enjoy that. No, I've been dreaming of this moment for so long. Time to get back to work and no more slacking. This is the guy that was hanging out in the church. Because before this, before not having work in Roer, he would extend his breaks as long as he could, I believe. Because he didn't like work. But then once he was taken out of work, he realized that he quite enjoyed what he did. I'm glad you have your... Oh. I haven't worked in so long that Whitney's probably surpassed me in salesmanship experience. I'll have to double down on work and make up for lost time.
Good luck, friend. I believe in you.
Enjoy your work and still hate it? Agree. Good day. Welcome to the Rhineford Company's corporate headquarters. Feels so great to be back to work. It's been so long since I was actually able to do my job. But enough about me. Feel free to go inside. With all you Thor's kids have done, you can come and go as you please. And we've temporarily increased security in and around the buildings, but you kids can enter as you please. If you've got business, we'll be happy to wave you on through. Woohoo! I'm working again! RF group-related shares are back to normal again, too! Yeah! I should go tell all our clients! Oh, what a day to be alive! All of the factories in the city are starting to resume normal operations, too! That's our Arena. She knows exactly what she's doing. What a gal! I'm proud of Marquis Ragnar for knowing when to stand down. He recognized his defeat honorably and swore to Her Highness that he would take no further part in the war. That's how a real man should behave. Makes me proud as ever to be a citizen of Roer to see him do that. Marquis Ragnar may have been defeated, but he still behaved honorably and did himself proud. Okay. Hello. Oh, the same song! Get a new one! This town may be made of steel, but its people are not. To see them finally understand each other moves me to tears. I'm so proud of all of you. Do you hope to become preachers of love as well? Glad someone's stock market is doing well. Yeah. You have a lot of potential. Perhaps I could take you under my wing and make you my students. Who are you? Who are you? Take care of everyone that's standing out on the top floor, then we'll go inside buildings. The wind. I love the wind effect. Thanks, Falcon. We're no longer part of the Noble Alliance, nor will we play any further part in the war. We will not, however, permit anyone to threaten the safety of this province. Our pride is still intact. Suspicious persons will be arrested on sight, so do not push your luck. We might not be participating in the war, but we will not hesitate to defend the order of our province. Don't forget that for a minute. The Marquis is currently resting in his mansion. To be perfectly honest, I'm relieved that things ended this way. We all care about both his lordship and Lady Angelica. We wouldn't want anything to happen to either one of them. The one who backed Lady Angelica and her plan is going to be punished for it. That's perfectly fine by me. I'm just glad this came to an end without hurting a hair on either of their heads. They should add flower beds. Maybe a little little plant life somewhere in here. It's it would spruce it up a little. Celine, what are you doing down there? They say the modernization of Roer was really dependent on 3 people. The first, the former Reinford chairman Gwyn Reinford. Second, President Schmidt of the Roer Institute of Technology. The third isn't really well known, but it's the genius artisan. Jack Butt. Jack Donkey. They're all amazing, but they apparently don't get along very well, so you won't see them working together very often. It's a shame too. Imagine what sort of incredible things they could make if they all worked together. Maybe they will. Maybe that means they will. Hey, Celine, why is this door locked? Hey, Celine. What brought you here?
My desire for privacy and quiet. Have you even tried taking a nap on the courageous? Looking at you, you definitely haven't. You look like something the cat dragged in. That's being generous.
I've been better, yeah.
Normally, I just tell you to forget about what's already happened, but I see we're beyond that point, so try not to let it shake you up too much. Depression isn't exactly going to be our ally in the days to come. Don't let it take over you, okay?
But, like, that's all Reed is about, is depression. Celine! Understand the cycle! Get depressed. Think you're alone. Have your friends tell you you're not alone. Realize you have friends. Get depressed. Think you're alone. Have your friends tell you you're not alone. Realize you have friends. Get depressed. Man, I must look really bad if even you're trying to cheer me up.
Don't get the wrong idea here. I just don't want you to take your mopiness into battle with you and get both of us killed. I'm worried about me, all right?
I got it. Aw, Celine, thank you.
Hurry up and get over it, okay? It's not like being depressed will fix anything.
Oh, she lays it on. She lays it on heavy. True. Get over your depression arc. Roer's back to the way it was. This is the best. I was hoping this day would come, but man, that's not how I figured Nortia's involvement in the war would end. Lady Angelica never ceases to amaze. You could look at all over Zemuria, and you'd never find another noble quite like her. Also, Anton's here. Supposedly. We saw him before. He should still be here. Lady Angelica doesn't behave the way you think a noble would, but that's what's great about her. She really topped herself this time, though. I mean, if there were two of her, she would top herself. Yes. That's her personality. Gotta speak with the gossiping girls.
Lady Angelica was here this morning and stroked both of us on the head. She did tell us she'd be leaving with the other students from her academy while she was doing that, though.
Angie's coming with?
I didn't think our sweet time together would be so brief. It's just so like a Lady Angelica to come and go at a moment's notice. That's just another thing I love about her. Just as I thought everything was sorted out, Lady Angelica tells us that she's going to be leaving us. I hope she's not planning to flirt with any girls elsewhere in the country.
How could you wish that upon her? You claim you love her, but you do not understand her nature. You should be joyful. Happy for her that she can find more girls to flirt with.
She's such a playgirl. She has us, so why would she ever need anyone else? I can't control her wandering eyes, but I'll only ever have eyes for her.
They top everyone else. Yeah. Maki, bro. Guess I'll get you ready to mark you in my notes. Machius. art, art. Boop. 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 I'll be taking a look around the Roer Institute of Technology soon. It's practically the premier technical university in the country, so I think any time I spend there will be to my benefit. I would imagine so. We did go inside during our field study, but that was just for Professor Schmidt's request, so we didn't explore much. Still, it's very you to make a break for the nearest school when we finally get a little time to rest. Well, if there's something I can only see while we're here, why wouldn't I? Maybe you should do the same. No better way to lift your spirits than to get your mind off what's getting them down. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Maybe he's right. Checking out the Institute probably would cheer me up. I love how... I love how every time he goes to someone... Wait. The majority of these Bond events are going to be Reen starting out depressed. And his friends comforting him so he's not as depressed. Yeah, I think you're onto something here. Would it be okay if I tagged along? Of course. I was kind of hoping you would. Shall we? Let's go! They're doing it again! Institute of Technology. Whoa! What was that? Sorry about that, guys. Hey, I recognize you two. You guys came here for a field study one time with your other classmates, right? Hit that nail on the head, but... mind explaining what those two tiny cars are? Actually, I think I remember seeing them during our field study, too. These babies, they're a new kind of toy that we're developing. We're calling them orbital remote-controlled cars. Why did they throw orbital in the front of it? I'm just thinking about it. Most times that they put orbital in the name is because they need to differentiate it from our real-world technology. But in this case, we don't say radio wave remote-controlled cars. We just say remote-controlled cars. They're basically little cars that run on orbital power that you can drive around with these radio frequency control devices. Or electricity remote-controlled cars. Early ones might have been called electric remote cars. Oh, maybe. Possibly. With things settled down here in Roer, we're off to test our new and improved ones all around town. That's some impressive technology. You replicated the look of the Reinford Company's Lux line of cars very well, too. Are they gonna get in trouble for that? Oh, do you recognize them, Machias? Well, with the number of cars on the road of Heimdall, you start to recognize different models after a while. So I eventually decided to start doing some research into what each had to offer. The Lux series was one of the ones that I found myself particularly fond of, so its name stuck in my mind. Heh, now there's a man with taste. If you can appreciate the beauty of these little babies, you're gonna go far in life. Actually, you're just the kind of guy who we'd like to give this thing a little test run. Do it, Machias. Drive it around. Spilled coffee on myself. Are you serious? Yeah, serious as we've ever been. We want as many people playing with these things as possible, right? Oh, actually, it'd be great if you could grab another friend, too. Millium. Millium. 3 people racing against each other would be just awesome, but would also provide us with some valuable data. Do I actually get to control it? Mlum. Mlum. Mlem, mlem, mlem. Well, in that case, we'd be happy to play with your cars for you. Google says they started as radio-controlled cars. Oh, okay. So, Orbital remote-controlled cars isn't too far off. Interesting. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah, now we just call them RC. RCXD! And I already know who our third will be. Though I'd hardly call him a friend. Him? That's not Milliam. It's Eustace? You're thinking of who? It's Eustace. Machias passed up the obvious child who would be so happy to use one of these things because he can't get his mind off of his boyfriend, Eustace. Of course he wants his boyfriend. Exactly. Three-way race. Yup, he was. Of all the things you could summon me out of the blue for, a toy car race. Still, it's not as though I have anything better to do. I accept your challenge. Ha! Smile while you still can! I expect you to give this your all too, Reen. Okay, if you insist. Well, now that you know the controls, the course will take you from here, round the front of the RF building, and to the top of the steps over near F. So behind us, okay. You're going to have to chase after your cars, though, since the orbital waves have a limited range. Well, then, shall we get started? That's fun. Take your position, ready, set, go! I don't get to do it! Let me control it! Give me the control of the cars! Unlock a new minigame! The cars left the starting line, and the race of the century began! The 3 of them chased furiously after their cars, struggling to adjust to the unfamiliar controls. And as they finally neared the finish line, Eustace and Machias hit their competitive peak, each one desperate to claim victory! Get the heck out of my way! Kneel before me, fool! Guys, calm down a bit, or you're gonna... Oh. What? Impossible! Reed won because he was not fighting. He was not having a lover's spat. It's as simple as that, baby. We have our winner. In first place, Reen Schwarzer. So seriously? It was a neck-and-neck race, but once they crashed their cars, Eustace and Machias didn't stand a chance. Looks like you got a bit carried away at the wheel there, fellas. That was careless of me. This is completely ridiculous. But we got some fantastic data thanks to you 3. We'll have to get this back to the lab and start brainstorming improvements right away. Great work, you guys. Thanks. I want a minigame. This is accurate to NASCAR other than the lack of left turns. Yes, crash. The race complete, Eustace went back to whatever he was doing. I'm sure we'll find out. And the researchers skipped off gleefully to the Institute. Whew, didn't expect that would end up being such a big thing. I'm a little frustrated that I didn't manage to come in first. But if the whole thing cheered you up, I'd say it was well worth doing. Machias came to learn, and instead just played with toy cars. Thanks, Machias. That means a lot. But he did cheer up Reen. Hey, no need to make a big deal out of it. On a more pragmatic note, I can't see something like toy cars becoming very successful during wartime. Yeah. Just another reason for us to fight for peace, I suppose. However, RCXD! That's what the Noble Alliance is gonna use next. They're gonna... Wait, no. We have control over Roer. We can use RCXDs. Yeah, that's a fight I'm sure we'll win. Besides, if these things ever make it to market, we can have another race. Sounds good to me. Next time I'm taking uses down. Machias and Eustace feud while Reen just drives, resulting in a Reen victory. The RC guys, thank them for their help gathering data through the race. Machias is happy he could cheer Reen up. Your bond with Machias strengthened. Strengthed. Rush 2. I'll have to try using Rush to see what that does. Just more damage, I bet. Maybe there's other benefits. In fact, I might as well just look at it. I think I can just look to see what it does. It just does more damage. Okay. Those remote-controlled cars are fascinating little toys, aren't they? They hit the market, I'll be the first in line even if I have to sleep out in front of the store to do it. But on that day, I'll challenge you to another race, and I'll win! If you can. Alright, time to go in all the buildings. Let's start with the Institute, make our way around town, and end with bar. Who is inside the bar? Nobody. And we'll go to the lower floor. Oh! Gorg! These guys are full of life. Oh, it's the two that we just helped. Rato! I hope he didn't go too far. More than anything, though, I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into trouble. What? Wasn't he the person we helped during our field study here? What did we help him with? He seems worried about something, but I don't know if I'd be able to help him all by myself. I'll come back with the others and ask him what's up when I can. Interesting! Ah, okay, so the next open world travel around, do side quests stuff, he's gonna be a side quest. Okay. Harato! Lord! Lord Rufus? Ha 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 ha. Back. And his group is back together. Okay. Who next? It's such a relief to know this province is now neutral in the war. What our students need is an open, free environment that fosters their creativity, not lots of military funding. Some members here assisted the Alliance with their research, so I need to ask them what they intend to do now.
I'm finally done. I don't want to see another account for a long, long time. After what happened, the Institute's going to be making an effort to distance itself from the Alliance. At least for now. Which means that things should finally be able to get back to normal here, and that's music to my ears.
Wait, what?
Now all we need is for President Schmidt to not pull some crazy stunt. But who am I trying to kid? He doesn't care about anyone as long as he gets to have his fun. He literally does not care.
Wow. She doesn't like him. Oh, in the last week and a half or so, I watched a lot of anime. In the last couple of weeks, I've watched all the way up to Doom Lum next. Why? Sure, but why? Brandon? Where is she? She's on the first floor. She's down by the railway military police people. Anyways, I watched a lot of anime, and I watched the first up to the like halfway through season 6 of The Walking Dead. For the first time, I've watched a lot of that. The anime I watched while I was absent and depressed was a bunch of isekai. There was one fantasy, which was reincarnation. Or like a time travel one where they die and go back in time and can redo things. Which is an isekai in its own way. It's kind of. It's not a different world. They do make it a different world. The Max Defense anime? No idea what that is. I watched a lot of isekai, and I've watched a few villainess anime. And I'm on the villainess anime right now, where it's a where some otaku 54-year-old office worker, salaryman, was put into his daughter's otome game as the villainess. And he just coasts through by acting as an office worker who was successful at his job and as a doting parent type. It's pretty funny. About a girl playing an MMO who maxed her defense so she's broken. I'll have to watch that. Max defense. Max defense. Let me just throw it up. Hi, Oodles. Oodles is going under the bed. All right, I have it. I have it ready. I can watch Max Defense. My guess is Max Defense is gonna be a lighthearted one. Compared to Rise of the Shield Hero, which is all about he was punished for being a shield hero, and now he's made his comeback. I only ever watched like half the first season of Shield Hero though. Ba-da-da-da. Also, it's not an isekai, is it? It's just she plays an MMO. Or is it an isekai? Alright, Farms! What you got for me? Are we in our new arc yet? Boop, boop, boop. No new arc yet. Trats. could exchange all this stuff I got, though. Holy moly money. It's just an MMO. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't need to be an isekai. The way it's presented, is there much of her real world life? Or is it a lot of... It's like... It's just a fantasy anime through the lens of an MMO. Cute Yuri vibes? I'm watching. Early on? What do you mean early on? I mean they go away? It looks like we're going to be able to start getting bigger orders of the products in our lineup again. I couldn't be happier. Hopefully a little extra commerce helps Roer get a bit of its old lifeblood back. I think that means that we will be able to come here and shop for some good stuff. Both foodie? Yeah, that's what it looked. That's what it looked like. The Google search told me it was. Did you hear? Chairman Irina's back to work! Yeah, I put her there. What fantastic news! This means the second factory will be resuming operations too. And I hope we get to look into that secret factory. The secret, mysterious 5th factory? I don't know. I think it's one of the 13, though. I need to get back to the office and get my subordinates in gear right away. Karen, I need to get back to the office right away! You're in charge of everything here. Of course. Good luck. Anton! 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 Do you hear me, boy? Where are you, Anton? Hey, do you know where Anton is? Faber. I hear Chairman Irina has been restored to her position, and Heidel Wagner is taking a leave of absence from his. All of which is a massive relief to me. If the RF group returns to its former glory, our customers should come back. Just hope the war doesn't drag on for too much longer. I'm so very tired of it. I studied economic and management theory at a university in Heimdall, but no degree of teaching could have prepared me for the realities of running a hotel during a civil war. Never again. Never again? What, you mean you're gonna study a specific class that teaches how to run a business during a civil war? Maybe they'll make that. The world's falling apart. They might make that a real— Anton! Houston, Texas! Listening to the radio is loads of fun! Here, I'll put on one of my favorite stations. You'll be jumping around with joy in no time. Uh-oh, is Anton gonna fall for her? It could be useful if you plan to have at least a few civil wars. Yes, I'm gonna make them happen so that my class... my class was useful. Oh, well, okay. This guy still seems really bummed. Put on my favorite radio station for him, though, so hopefully that'll cheer him up. Anton and Ricky. It is the 22nd, December 22nd, 12:04. He's still bummed out. But Popri, the hotel room service, is having him listen to her radio in hopes of cheering him up. Hey, thanks for giving a sub to Kira Popper. I appreciate it. This maid insisted that I try listening to the radio. Well, I hate to turn her down. I'm really not in the mood for it right now. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important news bulletin. We have just received word that an airliner has been hijacked. didn't work. Yeah, this isn't exactly cheering me up either. Ugh. I don't have time for this. I need to go find Ricky. She says listening to this will cheer me up, but I'm just not feeling it. Oh. Well, this just in. Instead of cheering him up, the war news makes him sad. Also, an airliner was hijacked. Certainly, that wasn't just for the bit of making Anton more sad, but instead was actually important, and I will be involved in that. We'll see. We will see.
Right.
Left. To the church. 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 Was the airliner in Librel? Did it happen a few years ago? Was it some blue-haired air pirates? Wow, the news search travels real slow around here. I do not get up-to-date information. I've been told that Sister Quaya was transferred elsewhere. I'm so sad she had to leave us. I hope I can see her again someday. I was really hoping Sister Quaya would stay here a lot longer. There's so much more I wanted to teach her. Still, we both serve the same goddess, so perhaps we'll meet again. I truly hope we do. I'm sure you'll meet her again. In fact, I can bring her to you. You just might not recognize her. Ba ba da wa wee wa ba da bee ba da 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 da. That's right. I remember there being people talking about how debaucherous Olivier was over in Librel. That he returned even more depraved. Or something like that. Or like that's what people were saying, at least. Now that the Marquis has changed his position on the war, peace has finally returned to the city. It seems this was what most of the soldiers wanted all along, deep down. Conflicts are incredibly tragic for everyone involved, even more so when they're between family members. In a sense, though, we Erebonians are all part of one great family. I can only hope that the bitterness that has divided this country ends soon. We cannot do much, but we must do what we're able. Uh-oh. Don't sneeze. Darn it! I want this whole stream! Don't do it again! I have my air filter running double time. Over here on next to me.
Right.
It's doing pretty good. Oh yeah, it's covered in dust. It's covered. Picked up a lot of cat hair, basically. Welcome to Roer Cathedral. I've heard one of the terrorists was called to the goddess's side during the battle at the Schwarzdrache barrier. Yeah. Though he may have strayed from the right path, each lost light still makes the world a dimmer place. I pray that he might find peace in his final rest. To Gehenna with him! Thank you. O wandering soul, find thy solace at the goddess's side. To Gehenna! Sorry. Not sorry. Let's go see what Mary and Mint Mom is up to. Oh, Mint is here, and her father's worrying about her. Not realizing that she's in his house right now. So, what is this? What happened? Why does this... Hang on, is this a salad or is this a green burbling soup of disaster? Do they cancel each other? I don't know. I don't think Mint is as bad as her mother. Mint is a klutz and has no sense of direction. But she, like, does things well in the end. I don't know about her mother.
Well, now that Mint's back with us, all we need to worry about is you and Makarov.
Oh boy.
As I've explained to you numerous times, Makarov and I are certainly friends, but I'm afraid we don't have the sort of relationship you seem to think we do.
Oh, have you got a problem with my baby brother? What's your deal? Mary, you need to run!
That's not what I'm saying.
Sure, he's a little clumsy, and maybe he's sort of unkempt and prone to getting lost at times, but he's my family. So if you've got any issues with him, just tell me and I'll hear him in one place. Go on, lay it on me!
She's been acting like this for a whole month now. And I think my daily stomach pains have something to do with her cooking.
She's poisoning you! It's a love potion with Makarov's hair in it. She got a little demonic at the end there. Mint, help Mary. Wait, no. Mint's trying to get them together, but not in the same way her mother is.
From the sounds of things, you all fought wonderful yesterday. It was quite a shock when I heard the particulars of what happened, but I'm glad you're all safe.
Us too. Thank you, instructor. Are you sure you don't want to come with us? Wouldn't be the first instructor to come aboard the Courageous. And we'd be more than happy to have you. Please come with us! You're gonna die here!
I'm certain that if I were to join you on the ship, I would only be a burden.
Nonsense! It's only a burden on our minds and souls that you are here, slowly being poisoned to death.
That's due in no small part to my family potentially objecting to my presence there and causing trouble for everyone.
Oh, that's actually a good reason.
As inactive as it sounds, I think the best thing I can do for you is to stay here and pray for your safety and success.
Well, if you're sure, you're down. If you're sure, you're sure. We'll try not to let you down. I'd like to imagine that Roer will be safe for the time being, but take care all the same.
The same to all of you. May Idios watch over you all.
Ah! 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 Alright, I cleared my throat. But it's just gonna keep building up, and I'm mad.
I'm so glad Mom and Instructor Mary are alright. Thanks for the whole liberating Roer thing, Reen. Seriously, I really mean it. I can't thank you and your classmates enough.
It's not like you didn't play a part in it or anything. But liberating Roer is just one step on our path to liberating the Academy. We'll all be counting on you.
I won't let you down. Oh, wow, you really went all out with the food, Mom.
Of course I did. What better cause for celebration than seeing your daughter for the first time in ages?
This is the best! There's really nothing like your home cooking.
She likes it? She happily eats the 100 or 0? Does she live on 1 HP? She lives on max CP, 1 HP. She's a glass cannon. We gotta keep this thing safe. This creature is in danger at all times. She's dangerous too. Ba-da-da. Alright, time for some vibes. Machias? Those remote control cars are fascinating. I already did that. They have Oliver's airship, right? Mary, move onto this ship. You save yourself. Yeah. Boom. If you take a second meal, all end well. 2 negatives. I should probably save in case crash. Boat. Where is that? Man. Marquis Wagner withdrew from the Alliance. That's good news. Now I can focus on my work without worrying about war on my doorstep. Got a lot to prepare with the end of the school year around the corner. Along with 2 students who are dangerously low on credits. I have an idea. I know which 2. They're the 2 who are trying to make a marketable toy car franchise. Which, to be honest, if they succeed, they can make bank. They might not make it through the school. It's almost time for the students to move on to the next grade, which means I have a lot of work to do. I'll have to make sure those 2 submit their reports at the very least. They could be in real trouble if they don't. Sounds like you had quite the ordeal over at the Schwarz-Drache barrier. It's over now, though, which means you've got some time to relax a little. And you know what'll help you relax? A cocktail! Here, I'll teach you. Don't worry, it's non-alcoholic. Recipe! Sweet Blue. I hear you've been keeping busy. I also hear that there was a fatality during the recent battle. Feel free to take the time to rest and unwind. Thanks, friend. Please enjoy your visit. He's getting kind of irritated that I'm talking to him. ... before he said that one. Wait, it's him, isn't it? Is he the one? No, he's not. It's this one. It was here that I got trapped. But what if... What if he can trap me there? That's a pretty good spot, right? Oh, but I'm too big. Hitbox is too big. Oh, but that chair is a good spot too. He's walking to all the right places. I don't know if I've tried these already. Okay, I can slip right out. But here has some huge potential! Come on, let's go! Nah, okay. I don't think this is happening. We found our spot. We can get stuck. We're happy. What happened at the Schwarz-Drache barrier is the talk of the town. It's hard to believe that ash-colored night really exists, though. I've heard all the stories about the great nights ending conflicts. But maybe this means they're not just stories after all. That ash-colored night is just like the way the great nights are described in the ancient legends. Perhaps that means those old stories are more than just stories, I want to go to another shrine so I can get more ancient history. I think we're good to go to the bottom floor. There's only one way to do that. The wrong way. I will subject all of you to this. One step at a time. We will step upon the same stair several times. It will have rotated many times before we reach the bottom. The RPM is crazy. The pace, unmatched. 1.5 steps at a time. Yeah, we are stepping. He's doing what most of us do. Take more than 1 step at a time. Because why not? It's fun. Ooh. Okay. Here we are. Oh, that guy has to be over here because Elliot took his place. Can I go out? Best stay away from the highways for now. I need to focus on resting up. Indeed. Our factory's open again. Yeah! It's time to get back to making orbital lamps and orbital stoves and orbital fridges and orbital radios and orbital everything. It's so good to have work. I mean, what's an engineer without a job? Trying to finish your joke, but I can't finish your joke, Sheriff. I don't know. Not everyone just hops in the center divider and slides down. Yeah, I've never done that. I can just imagine the speed you build up and the inevitable crash at the bottom. The factory I work at helps support the quality of life for everyone here in Erebonia. It's the kind of job you want to do right. Indeed. I almost fell over when I heard that Marquis Rogner decided to proclaim neutrality. Now that he has, though, I know he'll stand by it. He's a man of his word, if nothing else. Yeah, I wonder what Sharon would say. No, was it Sharon?
Master Reen?
Who was it? Who got mad at Reen? Sharon? It was Sharon, okay. Yeah, what would Sharon think if Reen did that? Slid down the center, the center divider. Man, she would tie him up.
Better yet, if he does, the provincial army will fall in line too.
Looks like he can finally rest easy. Whoa, would have expected Her Highness Princess Alphine would grace our humble province with her presence. I'd heard that she was under the Alliance's control in Heimdall, but do old rumors matter at this point? What matters is that she's out of the capital and free now. She's the hope of every single Erebonian. And they have the others hostage and can use them against us. She looked almost divine as she stood atop the courageous and delivered her statement. Princess Alphine is now Erebonia's greatest hope. She is what people are looking to. Blum! As requested, I will speak with Mlum.
Guess what? Linda's sister is here to see her. I'm so glad glad to know she's all right. Linda's been ever so worried about her. They're catching up with each other inside right now. I decided to give the two of them some privacy. Privacy. Just finished talking to the random NPCs. Dominique! Give me car. I haven't seen you since, what, your last field study here? Good to see you again. Seems to me like you've all grown a lot since then. Thor's clearly taught you well. But you can leave the cleanup here to us. We'll do what we can to ensure that order is maintained. We'll be sure not to rile up the provincial army, too. You've got our word on that one. Getting along with them is in all of our best interests. Ask them about Claire. Hi, Dusty. You gonna come sleep on me? Come here. You can. Come on, baby. Come here. There we go. Yeah. Aww. That one does look close to the Oodles mobile. It's the right colors, just it doesn't have, you know, the paw prints. Here you go, buddy. You can sleep on me. But I need my hand to play, okay? Okay, I need my hand to play. You've all done a remarkable job. Thanks to you, we were finally able to make our return to Roer. We'll be leaving a number of our officers at the station. Hopefully that will help stabilize things in this province, though there's no telling what the future may hold. Don't get upset at me that I'm doing my streaming, Dusty, okay? Don't get upset at me. Naturally, we intend to make sure that civilians can use any available train. One of our jobs is to minimize the disruption the war inevitably brings to people's lives. Good. Get it working again. No. Dusty's just looking like he's gonna start biting me soon. He wants to nap in my arm, laying against me. But here I am, doing voices and upsetting him. What a terrible mother I am. Can I go in here? Kerrigan. I was gonna say Annabelle. Yeah, this is Annabelle's butler. I'm on my way back to the mansion. Try as I might to bring Lady Annabelle home, she's not having any of it. I'm still shocked by how much she's changed since I last saw her. She was never so selfish before. I don't know how I'm going to avoid telling her father about all of this. I told her that her fiancé, a young Mr. William Lakelord III, had gone missing. But she didn't seem to care. Yeah, she doesn't care. She's a fisher, and she found Kenneth. Another fisher. I mean, Mr. Lakelord III is also a fisher, but he's not here. He's off with his dragon princess. She simply looked at me in the eyes and said, "A real angler wouldn't die so easily. He'll be fine." Kaguya, that's her name. Oh, she isn't the young lady I remember, that's for certain. It's the cult, man. The cult. It's incredibly powerful. Aren't you one of those storage students? Thank you so much for all you've done. You've given the city its pride back. With all of the factories they modified to produce weapons, we've still got some restoring to do. But that's for us to worry about, and we'll be happy to. Thank you again for bringing the city back to life. Yeah, with Alfie here representing BL, there's a lot of pride in this town.
Feels good to have production getting back into gear again. We owe it all to Lady Angelica, too. It'll be a while before we're back to producing anything. They basically used our factory as a giant storage cupboard. Before we can do anything, we need to clean and inspect every last piece of equipment. Oh. Whining aside, we're still 100 times better off than we were a few days ago. And last random NPC before we get to our friends. Ogma, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this factory's closed for the time being. The Reinhardt group is currently reorganizing after what happened. So for now, this factory out of service until notice. Ogma. Sounds like caveman. Ugh, ugh. Alright, Milliam. Oh, Dusty, you're not gonna like Milliam's voice, huh? Well, too bad. I guess the Eisengraf's pretty much stuck in Roer Station for the time being. Well, better stuck than under Alliance control, right? Now that I think about it, I never went and got what I left in there a while ago. Oh, we should want to go. Well, I can go with you. Maybe I should grab it before it starts running again. Maybe I should tag along. It'd be kind of cool to take a look around inside, too. Yeah, we didn't get a good chance to look at it while we were running through fighting people. Mind if I join you, Milliam? Didn't exactly get to look around last time we were in there, and to be honest, I'd kind of like to. I'm not stopping you. In other words, in the words of Fee, let's roll. Dusty's getting real mad. They spoke to the RMP officers guarding the station and were granted permission to step aboard the Eisengraf. Once inside, they went straight to the front carriage, and Milliam found what she was looking for on the engine room's dashboard. Ah, innocent murder munchkin! Oh, it's a stuffed bear. A pretty big one, too. He's awesome, isn't he? Gramps bought him for me a while back as a reward for completing a mission. Aww. That's the first heartfelt thing I've seen Gileath Osborne do. He may be the Blood and Iron Chancellor, but his heart isn't caged in iron. Or at least someone has the key. Milliam. He did? Having a hard time imagining Chancellor Osborne buying someone something so cute as a present. Yeah, because he didn't seem like the type, huh? Oh, Dusty just looked back at me with such an annoyed expression. Right around now, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon is when Dusty sleeps on me for several hours. I want to get through these bond events, buddy. Get a stuffed Frost. Why? I don't want to be turned into a marketable plushie. Why is my bed screaming? Why is my bed screaming when I'm doing Milliam voice and other voices as such? He probably bought it for me on a whim. Oh, I wasn't trying to suggest he was a cold-hearted person or anything. You were. Reen, you were. That's what we all thought he was. Yeah, it's a massive bear. Hey, over here. You want to do some exploring? I bet the chairs in here are way softer than any sofa you've ever tried. Look at those eyes. I need to screenshot those eyes. Those are the most mischievous eyes I've ever seen. Sure. Why not? Still, we're putting the RMP out, remember? We can't spend too long in here. Yes, I love you, Dusty. By explore, they meant sit down and relax. Oh yeah, the sofas. She did mention sofas. Or chairs. Hey, it was made for Chancellor Osborne and royalty. Man, you weren't kidding. These really are comfy. You could play Blade in these chairs. It was a gift from the Emperor, though. It's no wonder that it'd be so ritzy. I know, right? I'm jealous of how much he got to use it, too. He got to live it up on his way to the conference in Crossbell. Oh, yeah. Prince Olivert and Toa were on board for that trip, too. Rain Schwarzer. What's up? Nothing. I was just thinking about how this train's lost its master. The same way you, Captain Claire, and the other Ironbloods have. Oh, that's true. Guess he can't really live it up anymore if he's dead, huh? Nothing we can do about it, though. We'll outsmart him. That's that. Wow, Milliam. Still can't believe he actually managed to kill him. I wasn't expecting you to be able to talk about him so impartially. How mad are you? Are you mad enough to chew on my hand? Oh, he's licking my hand. He's getting ready to start. He's warning me. He's gonna bite me. You can lay over here, buddy, if you want. I'm sorry, I need to use my hands. I mean, if you're upset about it, there's no need to force yourself not to let it show, you know? Why would I be? When Dad was shot by that Jaeger, I was beside myself with worry and anger. Dusty... Ah! Dusty, no! I'm gonna need a link. I'm gonna need a link. I'm gonna need a link. I need to know what was said. Or I could alt F4 and restart. Because I have the save right before I talk to Milliam. That's what I'll do. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Is there no history? There is not. That is a quality of life thing that they added to Zero and Azure when it finally came to the West, I believe. When does the log come back? CS3? Next game? Cool. After all, this is an action game. No, this is a mecha game. Bye, Dusty. I mean, if you're upset about it, there's no need to force yourself not to let it show, you know? Why would I be? When Dad was shot by that Jaeger, I was beside myself with worry and anger. And the Chancellor was like a father to all of you, wasn't he? So I'm just saying. There's no need to force yourself to seem happy. If you need a shoulder to cry on, Sorry, I really don't know what you mean. What's it even like to cry anyway?
What? What do you mean, what's it like to cry? Surely you've done it before. Everyone has.
I'm asking because I seriously don't know.
Wait. You're serious? You've never cried? Not once?
I guess not. I felt moved when reading books and felt kind of lonely when someone wasn't there anymore. But being so upset about something that tears come out of your eyes just seems kind of alien to me.
Poor test tube baby. How? She's never cried? Never? She's younger than the rest of us, but by her age, most people have done it more than they can count.
Huh? What did you go all quiet for? You're still down about this stuff with V. Cheer up, okay? It's no fun if you're all gloomy like this.
No, it's okay. I was just having a hard time processing what you were saying. I just want you to remember one thing. To all of us in Class 7, you're both a classmate and a friend. If anything were to happen to you, all of us would be incredibly upset. Enough to cry a lot. Just remember that.
Oh, okay. I still don't know what you're trying to say, but okay, I'll keep that in mind. I really like all of you guys, too. And come on, with how reckless you are, you're gonna run into trouble way before I
do. Fair point. I'll be careful. So, something happening to a Class 7 member is gonna be what makes her cry. For the first time ever.
Write that down, write that down!
Helps her look for something she left on the Eisengraph. It was a big teddy bear that Geo got her. Rena's surprised. Someone like him would give a present like that. Liam talks about Geo without any sadness. Just very matter of fact. He's sad and doesn't have to hold it in. She says she has never cried. Cool. Interesting. We'll see how emotions happen. Sorry, Dusty. Go on, buddy. We'll see if Milliam ever cries. I think something will probably happen to one of Class 7. Obviously, one of Class 7 isn't gonna die.
Man, Class 7 members still has Crow in here.
I'll have to bring him aboard the Courageous with us later.
Who's Crow? Dunno. Crow about it.
I still don't know what half the stuff you said meant, though. Well, whatever. I'll probably figure it out someday.
Next. Emma, did you know we have a weird, crazy girl on our airship? Of course we all know she's crazy. Emmer! Emmer! Hey! Emmer! Emmer! Emmer!
This city is so amazing that I almost can't take it all in. It's not so much a different city as it is a different world. Nothing is familiar.
Only one? Oh, right. You're right, we have more than one.
I know a lot of our classmates feel this way, but I grew up in such a rural area. I can hardly believe what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I felt the same the first time I was here. It's a far cry from Ymir, that's for sure. Still, while you're here, why not walk around and take in the sights? It's a bit intimidating, but there's a lot to see.
That sounds like a fun idea. And Reen, I know it's hard, but I hope things get better for you soon.
Thanks, Emma. I hope so, too. Maybe she'd appreciate a guide? Roer is a big place and all. Yeah! How about I give you a guided tour of the place? I've been here before, so I should be able to give you a decent one at least. Not a Lisa grade, but still.
Are you sure you wouldn't mind? I'd love that.
Alright, I gotta BRB. I gotta go potty before we kick this off. The idea of a moving elevator is something, it's cool. This isn't the only one on the continent either. Zeiss has one. I wouldn't be surprised if they were introduced even to more cities here in Arabonia. Okay, I'm good now. I have more coffee. Hello. It's me, Frostique, with Frost of the Box. I like the name Frostique. Wish I could just have Frostique on its own. Maybe I'll try to change my name to Frostique Box one day. I just can't be happy with what I have, huh? Silly Frost. Frosty exciting. Where? Where? Dusty, please. Let me finish this streaming, okay? You get lots of attention afterwards. You get a walk, you get playtime, you get treats. And of course you'll get cuddles and sleepy time. That empty character that don't show but take space in the form. Empty character that showed him. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Wait a second. Do you know what that is? Does Twitch go after you for that? Does that complicate things? It is a weird one, but it's real. Yeah, I wonder if Twitch would let me use it. Or if I get trouble for doing that. How did it work for the URL? Yeah, that's the interesting part, because Twitch works off URLs now. Same with YouTube with their ads. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe it put the Unicode instead? Oh. Frostique underscore is not taken from the looks of it. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I'll do this on my own time. Off stream. Trying to figure out how to get Frostique. Frost IQ. Back to the reason I'm named Frostique, because of Siege. Oh, what's that big structure over there? It's a power tower. Hire an underground hacker to steal the other account. Yeah, no. Good idea, good idea. Bad in practice. An orbital generator, apparently. They provide the energy that this town and its factories need to work. I've heard they have plans to make more of them, too. Or at least they had plans. I'm guessing they've been put on hold until the Rhineford company is fully reorganized again. Buy Twitch to ban the other one with the name. Oh, so smart! I have billions of dollars to buy Twitch, of course. It's amazing that technology like this actually exists. It's like magic in a way, but no, there's no way I would want to buy Twitch. They have too many problems. I wouldn't want to have to be responsible for that. Use a printer. Frosty TV. I'd make the problems worse. Everything would become Fox Girl related. That's it. We continue to show Emma around the city, focusing primarily on the things one couldn't find anywhere else. How is it worse? Oh, is that better for you? Oh, maybe that's a good thing then. Eventually their tour came to an end, and they decided to stop for a rest. Uh-oh. Sad moment. Emma is a little overwhelmed by all the technology present in Roer. Reen shows her around. They then relax. Oh, there's so much to take in here that my head's still spinning. Every time I thought I'd see all there was to see, you led me to something else that was even more incredible. That's the same way I felt the first time I was here. It gets even more incredible when you realize that in a few decades, places that look like this could be the norm. I don't know, I mean, Roer is cool, but I like the more medieval look of other places. I think my favorite look is Ymir and Laura home. La I forgot the name of it. I haven't played in a while. I have to remember that I have to play more swear. Legram! Thank you. Oh, Crossbell's a decent middle ground. Yeah, yeah. Big city vibes. Not all mechanical and functional like Roer is. Heimdall's okay. As for scale, Heimdall's awesome. Gets even more incredible when you realize, oh yeah.
You may be right, especially with the way technology is always advancing. It reminds me of something I read in a book once. It said, technology that is beyond the comprehension of the observer is indistinguishable from magic.
That's how players feel about Orbal magic, Orbal arts. They may hand wave it and say in universe, the people who live here understand orbments and such. But we the player, it's just magic to us. That's one way to look at it, sure.
But if that is the case, where does it leave witches like me? If people develop new technology, it's embraced with open arms, but our equally convenient magic is feared as heretical. That's why we're forced to live in the shadows, hiding both our existence and our powers away from the people.
I just think about it. They take silicon, rocks, smash them up, do some magic, and now they're computer components. Ba-da-da. A more efficient power source. It is tech with an efficient power source that is infinite because it recharges itself. Don't look at your magic rock playing a game with the power of the sky. Yep, my magic rock. Exactly, Kiro. Exactly, magic rock. How does it work? I don't know. Silicon.
Is that the only reason we exist? To fulfill duties that nobody even knows about while the world leaves us behind?
Oh, sorry, Emma. I never realized you felt that way.
No, not at all. I'm the one who should be sorry. I didn't mean to ramble at you like this. You're shouldering a far heavier burden than I am right now. Another person's worries are the last thing you need. Even more so when my duty as a witch is to support you. I'm sure Grandmother and Celine would be very annoyed at me right now.
You don't have to have anything to be sorry for. And honestly, all of your concerns make sense to me. I don't think anyone exists just to fulfill some arbitrary set of duties, especially you. What about people who are given stigmas? They're kind of born for a reason. At least the church gives them a reason. No, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry too. Yeah, but I am too. Oh, that's this conversation. You dissolved it down to its base components, Jen. Sure, you're a witch, but that doesn't have to define who you are as a person. To us, you're Emma, our class president and our friend, who also just so happens to be a witch. Nobody gets to pick how they're born, but everyone deserves to choose how they want to live their life. I suppose you're right. So don't let being a witch force you into dedicating your life to fulfilling your duties or whatever. Focus on finding something that you want to do. We're all here to help you do that. You know that, right? No one chooses what they're dealt in a game of blades. Of Blade, but they can choose how they play their cards. Cat toy noises? Yes. You can hear the cat toy noises. He's playing. Dusty's having a good time. You're not alone. I don't think anyone else in our class has figured out exactly how to live their life either. When you put it that way. There's no supposing about it, is there? You're right. Thank you, Reen. It might not be easy to find something I want to do for myself. But maybe it's time that I start thinking long and hard about it. If I run into any difficulties, though, you'll be the first person I come to for support. Yay! Whenever you need it, I'll be there. She worries that with tech so advanced, it seems like magic, that she will be left behind as a witch. Reen assures her. To her friends, she is Emma. She has the right to. Entirely tied down. Mission. Reen, I'm glad you feel that, Emma, and I'm happy you told me how you feel. But to be clear, if Elisa asks for support first, she's gonna take priority. That's what Elisa wishes Reen would say. Or would Elisa be upset at Reen for saying such a thing to her friend? Emberton. Tia was also a witch. Yes, she was... Yeah, she was made a witch through... weird experiments. You're right. Mixed feelings, likely. But Reen would just say, Reen left side, and then jiggle his rod around with a fish on it, and she would fall to her knees. Yeah, Tio is magic and tech come together. It was great to walk around and take in the sights with you.
Our conversation gave me some real food for thought, too. If I need any more advice, you'll be the first person I ask.
Looks up at the sky and says, Reen Schwarzer! Gosh darn it, you guys. So stupid.
Ba-da-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-da-da.
Guy bro. I never went into Devance's diner. Wait, I didn't go into any of these places. That's right, I'm talking to all the people outside first. Because I think Laura's inside. Yeah, she's the only one inside a place. Oh, Tobert! That interaction played out in SFM or something? Yeah, if only I knew how to... If I had, like, the models and knew how to animate. That'd be fun to do. There's the only bit of flora. Yeah, there's some green. There's a plant here. This is the only thing supporting their oxygen. Dusty, please, dude. You know, I might have to end stream early. We're 3 hours in, but it is 4 o'clock because I decided to start late because I'm lazy and can't wake up on time. Tolbert! Why did I come in here? I was going to talk to Gaius. Yeah, we can save the second... I'll do Gaius, and we'll save the second half of Bond events for tomorrow. Hey, Gaius, you highway bound? That's right. Figured I might head out and fish for a while to pass the time. One of Gwen's favorite fishing holes is supposed to be out there, so I thought I'd give it a try for myself. Oh yeah, I know that one. It's not far from where our boat first landed. Just be careful, though. The monsters have gotten a lot tougher than they were when Gwen used to fish out there. Oh, I will. Don't worry about me. In fact, you shouldn't be worried about anything at all. Take some time to de-stress yourself while you've got it. Everyone has times when they just need to open a window and let some fresh air into their lives. The wind blows the air in. Early's fine? Yeah, I'll finish the Gaius arc and then wrap it up. I'll give that a try, thanks. Maybe fishing with Gaius would let me open that window he mentioned. Yeah. Well, how about we fish together? If it's a good enough way for you to unwind, it's good enough for me. That's what I like to hear. Wind mentioned! Reen and Gaius then made a beeline to Gwen's old fishing spot on the Spina by Road. The Spina by Road, Gaius. He is heading on the Spina by Road to fish at Gwen's old spot. Reen joins. At Gaius's suggestion that he can de-stress through it. The Elisa bit that we could, if I knew how to animate, I would. Highlight it so we can remember it, so one day I can. Because I'm planning on doing animating with my model once I made it. Figure out animating, then I have some funny bits I can animated shorts or something. Reed and Gaius then made a beeline to Gwyn's old fishing spot on the Spina byroad. Once they made it there, the two got right to fishing. Like Badger does. I don't have a mocap. I do have the majority of my slime trackers and a VR headset, though, which can take the place of motion tracking. Pre-mocap Badger. Oh, yeah, definitely. I could do that. I just wouldn't use SFM. I'd use Splendor. Feels like ages since I just put my cares to the side for a while and cast out a line like this. Yeah, ever since the war started, we've had no shortage of things to be worried about. It's probably healthy for us to take the opportunity to unwind every now and then. Yeah, even now I'm feeling all the built-up tension just kind of soften and melt away. Did you fish much back home? I got in some good rod in real time, sure. Hardly as much as Gwyn, though. He used to take me out on his boat to fish, especially when he could tell I was feeling down about something. Huh, really? You always seem so composed. I guess I just assumed that nothing ever really got to you like that. Man, that's embarrassing to admit. We've all got our worries. Don't fret about it. Sure, I feel down sometimes, but it always passes in time. Back home, I was always surrounded by people who cared about me. Mom, Dad, my siblings, neighbors in the settlement. Whenever I started feeling down, they were there to cheer me up. I always tried to do what I could to be there for them in the same way. That sounds like a good life. And that's how you became the dependable Gaius we all look up to. Perfect, dependable Gaius with nothing major going on in his life. Just here. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Still, I'd like to think that if there's ever anything you need, you'll be able to rely on me. This class would never have come as far as we have if we hadn't supported each other along the way. You're right about that. I'll make sure to keep it in mind. Oh no! I'm hungry! Oh. Why are these wolves are always, like, they're just ravenous. Look at their faces. Their faces are covered in strawberry jam. And they don't clean it off. Do they not drink water? Monsters! Dang, we might have noticed them earlier if we'd been paying more attention. This reminds me of back when I rescued Lieutenant General Vander a year ago. But at least at that time, I had a horse. Well, this time you've got me. Me, Reen Horse. True, together we can take them. Reen, on all fours now. I am at my most powerful when I am riding a horse. Drawing their weapons, Reen and Gaius fought valiantly against the horde of monsters. And despite being vastly outnumbered, they triumphed by making the most of each other's strengths in combat. Reen goes, nay! Well, I'd say we managed to beat the odds, wouldn't you? I see, you are dependable, just like I said. Takes two to cover each other's backs. And whenever you need me, I'll have yours. I'll be on yours. Riding into the horizon as a good steed would. Likewise. The battle won, they made their way back to Roer. Nice. Monster intrusion aside, fishing with you was a lot of fun. We should go again sometime. Yeah, let's wrap it up. Where do I want to spin? I'll spin here. Backup saves. Correct. Boop. Oh god. Oh no. Oh. I'm good. Bless me. Thank you. Bless you. April 9th. Rian is such a playboy.
Right.
He has wooed so many people, no matter their gender. He is a free spirit. Am I feeling health-wise? I'm good. I'm fine. There were other things. Pansexual harem ever. Exactly. There were other things that kept me from streaming a bit. So first, been dealing with the tree that fell over almost on my house. It's still laying in my yard. Oodles, worrying about Oodles. He has his appointment tomorrow to see what that lump on his paw is. And third, most importantly, is my grandmother was just now, just a few days ago, and was in the hospital for a few days, has been diagnosed with congestive heart failure. So they put her on some meds that cost $700 a month for 30 pills. So had a lot to deal with. It's fine. It's just it's nothing too serious as long as she just stays on a healthy diet, takes her meds. It's just it'll be just like living before, but her health just isn't as healthy. She already had plenty of heart problems anyways, but we just gotta keep it in check. And Oodles has to figure out what that lump is on his back foot. Hopefully it's just like a cyst. They can drain it or something. But I hope it's not it's not a tumor. Guardians is a brand you have there too. Maybe they're worth looking. There's a cheaper alternative. Yeah, there's apparently a brand, or we can get it from Canada, much cheaper, but we have to look through how that process works. Someone at the doctor's office told her that if they can get it from Canada somehow, it's going to be much cheaper. Hope you all get better, whatever better means. Thank you. I hope so too. My lungs have been pretty good. Next time I go to the doctor's office, I'm going to ask them why they've given me an emergent... I realized this, now I remember it. When I was younger, they gave me a daily inhaler. But why did the doctor's office recently give me an emergency inhaler when a daily inhaler seems like it would be the thing I need? Sending hugs y'all's way? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my lungs feel great. Last few days, I've been getting a lot of air walking my cats. It's beautiful out recently, so they stay out longer. We've been airing out the house, so it's not as stuffy. Windows are actually open. What else? Elisa is really into Reen, but won't emit it. Emit it? Yeah, emit it. Admit it. Admit it. I gotta spell better. And I bet there are memes today, aren't there? Sure are. Let's see what they are. Reen, every time anyone starts talking to him about BL, y'all should probably keep it PG. And also, research is congratulating Reen for a hard-won race. Reen, who just waited for the inevitable Machia's useless mutual destruction. Good memes, good memes. Let's save image to Obsidian Vault.
Right.
Meow. What's Mao? Why are you mowing? Let's see.
Right.
Save it right like that. Did it save right? Yeah, here it is. Got your break. Literally a stream wrapped up. Fun. Sorry, Pocket. It always seems to happen. It just always matches up. Save image. Good memes today, good memes.
Right.
Pat on the back, pat on the back. Nice, nice, nice. She won't emit it. The opposite of Soon Soon Elisa. Not emitting the Soon Soon energy is wrong. Fortunate timing. It happens surprisingly a lot, but I guess that's just how the time zones and stuff happen. You know, matches up. But it makes sense that at least one person out there happens to line up with around the time I end streaming. Their break. Literally will not shut up about how much Elisa likes Reen. It's true. And you rep that, Jen. To his face. Reen is depressed. And is on the remember I have friends arc again.
Right.
Classic Reen Schmorcher. Schmabberder. Schmabberbladder. When is he not? It's the cycle. Reen gets depressed. Has to be reminded that he has friends. Remembers he has friends. Reen is happy. Reen gets depressed. Repeat. A meme you found on Reddit that has spoilers? I look forward to it. Remember to post it. I love memes. Small fun fact you found. Hit me with it. Inzoi has facial control with iPhone like V2 modders, not modeled modders. I saw the reason I found that out was because I saw KFC. Kiara, that's her name. Kiara, I believe, was having tracking her face in it. That seems like something that'd be really easy to really easy to implement, right? Because I'm guessing the game is UE5, and UE5, one of the things with their character creator is that the models can be tracked in that way. It just seems like it'd be something cool that you can put in any game with not too much hassle. Ugh. Yeah, hope you can remember to post it. I love to see the meme. Anyways, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, folks. Wrap it up. We're looking for someone to raid. Boop. 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 I shall stretch. Can you lean over so we see the chimkin brains? Sure. Sure I can. I can lean over so you can see the chimkin brains. Don't worry. Can you see him? Are they there? Did you see them? Yo, what's up, Juiced? No brain detected. You are safe from the zombie apocalypse for now. What? Don't insult me. I have at least part of a brain. If not very, very little. Not no brain. BGGO2. Let's raid this person. They're in Sky 3rd. Day 3 of Sky 3rd. They have... They have her. They have Josette in the party. Let's go! Josette love. How much brain is taken by Noelle? All of it. Gosh darn it. I wasn't supposed to admit that. Schwarzer! So they're not traumatized yet. Probably, yeah. They're on day 3. They're fighting rat knights and bat creatures. No Star Dory 15 yet. You know how it is, folks. Rena's replaying the Sky games. He has just set higher on this cell. Waifu charts. Please don't hate me, Jen. But based. I love Josette. Anyways, thanks for watching today, folks. I'll leave you with Josette's awesome, but she's not good as Noelle. Noelle is peak. I love Noelle. Here, have some head pats. Hope you have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow for more trails. We gotta finish the Bond events. And I'll try maybe doing some Pacific Drive, whatever it's called, later in the week. Box inevitable sleep tight. Don't let the boxes bite. Boxes. What the heck, Frost? You gotta say stuff well, or they can't understand what you're saying. Come on, Frost. Bye, people.